There was something especially sinister about the way that Mercedes-AMG's old 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V8 gurgled at idle. You know, even if the SLS wasn't exactly a world beater by weight standards, I'm really going to miss the way that it sounded. Ameliorating that issue, the beautiful lunatics at Mercedes-AMG have come up with a new V8. It's a 4-liter bi-turbo unit that houses its turbochargers inside the cylinder's V configuration. Now, Mercedes is offering two models, the GT and the GT S, in different potencies. The base car makes 456 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque, while the angrier S model pushes out 503 horsepower and 479 pound-feet. If you've been keeping track at home, that does mean that this car has less horsepower than the old SLS, but keep in mind that peak torque hits at only 1,600 RPM. And this car is also both smaller and lighter than the old SLS. It's safe to say that it is going to be extremely quick. Theoretically, it can travel at up to 193 miles an hour, although I'm gonna bet you're never gonna be able to test that if you buy one. Mercedes says that the car ought to hit the 60-mile-an-hour mark in 3.7 seconds or 3.9, depending on whether you get the GTS or the GT variant. Some of the other really cool parts about the car include engine and transmission mounts that can vary the stiffness of their bushings to improve handling or ride comfort depending on which you prefer during the given driving situation. Of course, the car also comes with an adaptive suspension that can stiffen itself up too to give better handling when demanded. Ensuring a better front-to-rear weight distribution, Mercedes-Benz employed a transaxle to connect the engine to the 7-speed dual clutch in the rear. Frankly, the first time that I saw pictures of this car, I was disappointed. Mercedes-Benz is moving towards a ubiquitous style, and this being the range-topping sports car, it really needed something extra. But standing in front of it today, I can tell you that it is nothing short of imposing, and it really will make an impression on you once you see it in person. With cars like this, the interior really is the most important part. After all, that's where you're going to spend most of your time, isn't it? Some of the highlights include AMG embossment in the center armrest, sports seats with especially strong bolstering, a thick-rimmed sports steering wheel with 3 spokes, and my favorite feature, buttons laid out across the center stack in an 8-cylinder configuration pattern. It's safe to say the new AMG GT is nothing short of impressive, and so it should be, considering it's going to serve as the brand's new halo car. They haven't said anything about pricing yet, but it's going to arrive in US showrooms this spring, so there's more information to look forward to.